Hey crossword fans! Today we're going to be solving the New York Times crossword for Saturday, March 29th, 2025. Alright, let's get started. Wanna cross underground venues for some heavy metal bands? And this is wordplay, so I don't think these are going to be rock bands. I have a feeling we're actually talking about maybe bands of metal ore underground. I wonder if it could be something like mineral vein or something like that. Reason to scratch one's head. It's not just an itch, is it? That would be so comically literal. Let's see here. Rooster? That's gotta be a hen, right? A hen roosts. Maybe it is just itch. That's funny. Part of a film. Well, are we talking about a cinematic film, or could it be a different kind of film? I'm wondering if it's a film of algae. That would be alga if we wanted the singular. I don't know about that. Neon sign word. That's got to be open, so I think hen has to be right at this point. This could start with iron, maybe, right? Venues. I wonder if it's iron veins? That could be right. Let's see if we can check this V. Single alternative. What kind of single? Like a single dollar bill? Venmo? I don't know about that. What other kind of singles are there? Single, like a single person? I don't know. Blank here. This could probably be a lot of things. Like a mark? Like someone who's been taken in? Like a mark. Like a mark in film? I don't know. Primary language of Gambia. And it's going to be abbreviated? Oh my god. Is it like Netherlandish? I mean, wouldn't that just be Dutch? I don't know. I wonder if it's not veins. Could it be loads instead? It's not English, right? Where to get into the nitty-gritty. This is more wordplay, so we're not dealing with picayune details. Nitty-gritty. Is it something that's literally gritty? Are we talking about sandpaper? I think that does fit. That's kind of an interesting answer. It says where, though. Sandpaper doesn't feel like a where. Give the okay. David Blank. First black mayor of New York City. Oh man, I know I've seen this name before. Is it like Deacons? Is this D throwing me off? Mayor Deacons? I want to say that's right. Don't believe me. This is an equivalent phrase. It's not a question. It's like a statement. Don't believe me. I lied? What is this? It requires a flipper. Like a swimming flipper? We're getting bogged down over here. One always seen in a fancy fur coat. Is this an animal? Let's hope so. Fancy fur coat. Which animal has a fancy fur coat? I mean, there's so many options there too. Encircled. I want to say it ends in a D. This could be I lied. This would be an L. Give the okay. Gun. This seems like it should be rev like an engine. Single alternative. Blank here. It's not over here. Like a mark. Boy. Is this English? Head honcho? We haven't even looked at this. This has got to be a top banana, right? That is a lovely entry there. I love that. Okay, so does that help? Part of a film. It is a cinema film. It's a role in a film. Magic Org. This is the Orlando Magic in the NBA. Strong indication. A clear signal? LARR. Single alternative. Is it clean instead? Like a mark. It really seems like this is gonna be English. So it should be a clear sign, right? This feels like it needs to be naive, right? Somebody that's taken advantage of. So this is not loads. It's not veins. That's V-E-I-N, right? What are they going for here? Oh, is it just iron mines? Okay. And then inside here, what is this? Okay, so this is going to be married as opposed to single. It was about a single person. It might be flat, but not sharp. I guess we're not talking about a musical note. Insert here, like on some kind of machine. And then this could be a flat tire, but you can't have a sharp tire. I suppose not, unless maybe we're talking about Mad Max or something. Okay, so what's got about an ounce of sense? This is wordplay, so this is smell sense instead of S-E-N-S-E. What's got about an ounce of sense? Is it some kind of perfume? An ounce isn't very much. I wonder if it's like a sample of perfume? Only beauty to go through history and retain her reputation per Will Rogers. The cowboy? This has got to be like some kind of figurative beauty, right? I have no idea what he was talking about. Suffered in a way. Okay, this could be a lot of things. Part of an agenda. That's got to be an item on the agenda. Good Samaritan say. Is it just somebody who's helping? Or is it like the story of the Good Samaritan, like a fable or a parable? One in need of some direction. Is it like a tutee? Like somebody who's being tutored? Suffered in a way. Still, there's so many possibilities here. An ounce of sense. That's absolutely fine. Another equivalent phrase. I mean, again, there's so many possibilities here. Birthplace of the writer V.S. Naipaul. I don't know. I mean, just based on this name, maybe it's somewhere in India, but I mean, it could be New Delhi. That would fit. Is this an N? Good Samaritan. This would be a W. Wrigley Field. This is wordplay, so they're not talking about Wrigley Field in Chicago, the home of the Chicago Cubs. Wrigley is a chewing gum manufacturer, right? Is it just chewing gum? That is fantastic. I love getting a good baseball clue this close to opening day. I actually wrote my own kind of baseball crossword clue. I made a post on this channel's feed, so check that out if you want to solve another tricky baseball clue. Does that help here? What's got about an ounce of sense? Boy, this is not looking like anything to me. I wonder if it's like a sachet? Like something that would have potpourri in it or something? Maybe this is not to T? Although, I would want to spell sachet with a T, S-A-T-C-H-E-T. I don't know if that's the right way to spell it, though. Suffered in a way. Well, that's starting to feel like it should be ached. So maybe it really isn't 2T. Oh, this is going to be an actor. This is the actor that's in our role up here. Is it a sachet? A sachet? What is? How do you even pronounce this? I want to say it's sachet. Is this a saint? I guess the Good Samaritan was a saint in a way, unless this Samaritan was actually sainted by the church at some point. I don't know. That's absolutely fine. This almost feels like it should be no worries. Is it not sandpaper? Is it like sandcastle? That doesn't fit, does it? No worries? I like no worries. Maybe this is Trinidad? Is this the Mona Lisa? Okay, that would make sense. Yeah, she doesn't age. On the edge of one seat. How else would you describe that? This is really looking like it's going to be Trinidad. Oh, so maybe this could be riveted. You're on the edge of your seat. That's looking like it's going to help a lot in this corner. Casting experts? Are we casting an actor in a role? My goodness. Riveted. I think these are anglers. So this has to be Alan Moore, author of V for Vendetta. Jules Verne, visionary. Is it Captain Nemo? I think it is, because this is legit, for real. Amuse is to divert. Yeah, you're amusing someone. Itinerant one is a nomad. Excellent. So lint trap, this is more wordplay. It's not a lint trap in your dryer. It's your navel where lint collects on your body. That's so funny. Taxonomic classification. That could be an order. Kings play chess on folding glass stools. Encircled. What's another way to say encircled? It's not around. Like many free samples. This has to start with trial, right? Maybe it's trial size. There we go. Encircled. Like some steak? I don't know, tofu? It requires a flipper. I really want this to be a pinball machine. One always seen in a fancy fur coat. Okay, it starts with a T. I think we're going to have to try and build up from the bottom here. Either way's fine with me, an equivalent phrase. I mean, it could be I don't care. I don't really love that answer. It doesn't really have this kind of two options context. Label on one Coca-Cola offering. I don't know, 0 caffeine, 0 carbs. Maybe it's 0 carbs? I don't know which one of their offerings would have 0 carbs. Maybe one of their diet sodas. Cry from a cutthroat competitor. Are we talking about like a literal pirate or something? Raiders org. Okay, so this is not the football raiders. This is raiders of drug gangs. Yeah, it's going to be the DEA. Fashion portmanteau. That could be a skirt and shorts. Okay, so blank got away. Billy Joel hit? I mean, I don't know this, but it's gotta be She's Got Away, right? Character in a hit 2023 film who sings, "Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility?" 2023, and they're blonde? Oh my god, it's gotta be Ken. I have still not seen Barbie. I know that's a huge blind spot. The WNBA's Caitlin Clark for one. I imagine she's a phenom? Yeah. Okay. Barreled out. Is this about running out of somewhere quickly? Eat my something? Itsy bitsy. Very small. This seems like it should be something like teensy. Maybe this is zero sugar. And this could be teensy. It's a mouthful. I don't know, a cup? That seems like maybe more than a mouthful. Sofrito-based sauce. Is that a ragu? I'm not sure. Parts of many dollar signs portfolios? Why do we have dollar signs here? I mean, I imagine it's IRAs, but how would you even say this clue? Part of many money portfolios? Dollars portfolios? That's a weird clue. I guess they used these because the answer's abbreviated. I don't know, that still looks very strange to me. Lightly roast. Okay, that's gonna be rib, like at the Friars Club. Blank Convy, host of TV's Super Password and Win, Lose, or Draw. I've never watched either of these. I've not heard of this person, but it's gotta be Bird. So is it Eat My Dust? Yeah, I guess so. And this is Cud. Yeah, that's a mouthful for a cow. Okay, so barreled out. I'm still not sure what this should be. Shoot, we had trouble building out of both of these sections, didn't we? Pageant prize. Okay, we know that's got to be a tiara. That's going to help. Maybe we can get these. Blank Cour, historic Catholic church in Paris. I actually visited this church earlier this year. It's Sacré-Cœur. It is very beautiful. It's also very touristy, so I don't know if I'd recommend it. The funicular was cool, though. Position. This is a very ambiguous word. It could be like a job? I don't know. Birdseed alternative at times. It's not like bread. Maybe it's rice? I think you're not supposed to feed rice to birds. Position. Maybe this is stead, in someone's place, in their position, in their stead. Barreled out. Maybe it's peeled out, like in a car. Okay, hopefully we can get these long downs. We do have a little bit of help at the end. Standoffish say. Oh man. So you're kind of cold. They help build characters. So this is not about someone's kind of moral fiber. Maybe this is characters in a story or a film. Build characters. It could be letters, as in like characters in words. Libraries? Type libraries? No, that doesn't fit. We have double S here. It requires a flipper. Where to get into the nitty-gritty? It really does feel like it's going to start with sand. Sand traps, like on a golf course? Give the okay. Let's see if we can start fresh up here. Mortify. What's another word for mortify? Short Japanese sword. It's not a katana, right? There's another word for this. Political group dedicated to helping people who are HIV positive. Is it ACT UP? I think that's right. Floor. Yeah, that's going to be stun. And then brewer's need. If you're brewing beer, it's definitely going to be hops. So, mortify. Maybe it's a bash? You're causing someone to be sort of embarrassed. Japanese sword, what could this be? Over. Again? They help build characters. Ooh, man. Maybe we're talking about backstories? It is kind of talking about characters in a book or a film. So, standoffish. It's not something like adversarial, right? Oh, wait a minute. Isn't this Dinkins? David Dinkins? That is sounding correct to me. Over. Is it about something being finished? Anti-social? Ooh, I think we got it. There we go. This ends in a cat? Okay, it is an animal of some kind, I think. What kind of cat, though? A flipper? It's not a ring toss, is it? That doesn't sound right to me. Is it I lied? And this is bless? Give the okay. Sandbars? No, that's too short. Sandbanks, maybe? Is this a coin toss? Yes, like at the beginning of a Raiders game. All right. Oh my god, is this a tuxedo cat? That is a fancy fur coat. I love that clue. Okay, so at an end. And this is Tanto? I don't think I ever would have guessed that. That's a new one for me. Okay, so this is definitely sandboxes, of course. That is a location to get into the nitty-gritty. And then, what is this? Ord? Encircled? O-R-R-E-D? Is that right? I don't know if I've ever seen this word before. That's very interesting. I'm a little worried we have something wrong here, but let's throw this R in there and see if that'll do it for us. Yeah, gee whiz, something is wrong. Let me see if I can track our mistake down. You know, I'm starting to wonder if this is orbed, encircled, like you have an orb around you or around something. Let's try a B here instead. All right, a Saturday puzzle in just under 30 minutes. This was a pretty tricky puzzle. It had some really nice wordplay. Heavy metal bands are found in iron mines. I really loved Wrigley Field for chewing gum. As a baseball fan, that one really tickled my fancy. The Mona Lisa, that's a nice piece of fill. Eat My Dust, that's just hilarious. Tuxedo Cat, I loved. Yeah, there's a lot to like here. This was a very tricky, kind of ambiguous clue, building characters with backstories. And this was actually a pretty tricky proper noun. I think non-New Yorkers are going to have a lot of trouble with this one, but David Dinkins actually kind of helped us break into this corner, so I was pretty glad to see him on the puzzle actually today. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed solving that fairly challenging Saturday puzzle with me. If you were indeed riveted during the solve, I have good news for you. I'm going to be coming back at you real soon with another New York Times crossword solve. All right, I think that's going to do it for now. I'll see you next time.